Welcome home, everyone. Good to see you. Jerrel from Mountain Home here. So, today I wanted to share something fun, something simple. I haven't been posting the past couple days. Things have just been so busy with work, launching a new product at work this week and managing all of that while finishing up some new products. So, it's been so busy. So, I might not post for the next few days or so as things are just very high demand at work at the moment. So these are just standard violin strings on a concert scale ukulele. This is one of the cheaper ukuleles you can get, and I just wanted to test. It was an idea that I had, and I wasn't necessarily sure if the idea was going to work. I just had a few low quality violin string sets sitting around as parts of other projects where I was customizing and building some other instruments, and the idea popped into my head, hey, what if I just put them on an ukulele and see what they were like. So I didn't have a concert scale ukulele. I specifically wanted ones, I wanted a bridge that had these bridge pin style of mounting the strings. It's quite common for ukuleles to have that sort of insert style where you tie a knot and then you feed the string up, and I wanted one that had these in here. You get a different kind of leverage on the bridge through that leverage method. You get more warmth and resonance, so you get better sustain through that leverage when the strings are sitting down and they're leveraging the bridge like that. But mechanically, it's extremely similar. But I thought because of the wrapping down there, it would have been better to use that. Otherwise, I would have had to expand the holes if they were an insert type. I put abalone capped ebony pins on that saddle just there. This does go out to an amp as well. So I thought if there was ever a situation where I wanted to use this in an on stage somewhere through an amp, I could do, and you have your sort of light amount of EQ there. So this is an instrument that is remarkably playable. These are just standard violin strings. They're not even very good quality. The tension is just works out. I have it tuned to GDAE as if they were on a violin. The scale length works out. It's extremely similar to what it would be if it were to be used on a violin as well. And the instrument itself is just fine. You know, it's a lower quality instrument. There's nothing great about it. It's the cheapest one I could get pretty much, and there hasn't been any warping of the instrument. I've had this on maybe around 10 months or so, so there's no damage to the instrument. The instrument can handle it. It's kind of funny that a lot of these lower quality instruments are built to be a bit tougher. And they're built to be tougher because they're kind of meant to be abused and not taken care of well and still survive and work great. And because they're built a bit tougher, you often find thicker material, like a thicker top, thicker bracing. That requires less expertise. It requires more expertise to work with an instrument with a thin top, thinner sides, a thinner back, lighter bracing. That requires significantly more expertise, more attention to care. So those are the instruments generally that are more expensive. The cheaper instruments are generally more tough, which is why I use cheaper instruments for experiments and modifications. In this case, it was just a total success. It was really fantastic. I previously had cavaquinho strings on here, but they were too high tension. It was uncomfortable to play, so I just removed those. I am going to look for a lower, a shorter scale soprano ukulele, but again, I really wanted the bridge type with the pins on there. So I'm looking for an ukulele soprano scale that has this style of bridge as well, and then I'm going to just put some cavaquinho strings on that. In Australia, very difficult to find a cavaquinho, but they're extremely similar to an ukulele anyway. There are some minor differences, but mechanically they're extremely similar enough to where you can put cavaquinho strings on an ukulele instrument. Soprano ukuleles generally have a smaller body, whereas a cavaquinho would benefit from a bit of a larger body. So I'm just going to just play that a little bit more, you know. I didn't really have anything planned, did I? Gee, I'm playing quite delicately and softly tonight. It's been such a demanding work week. Been a very long day for work today, so didn't think I would end up playing such a soft such a soft bit of music there. So I hope that was interesting to you. If this is something you'd be interested in, if you think that's a sound that you enjoy, it's quite sweet. I don't have any other instruments that sound quite like that. I'll just do a little bit of finger picking, I guess, if you'd like to hear that. I hope that was interesting to you. So again, those are just standard violin strings. They don't have to be the high, decent quality ones. You can get a cheap set. You'll often find, like, for example, you'll find the budget ones for like $4 or $5 that come out of China, and they're not meant to be good. If you put them on a violin, they sound like a tragedy because they screech and they squeal. I don't even know why anyone would produce those cheap violin strings. But if you've got some, you can stick them on a concert ukulele, and I'm sure you could put them on a soprano ukulele as well. It just gives this lovely, sweet sound, you know. Alright, take care of yourselves, everyone. Good to see you. Come home again soon. I'll leave the porch light on for you.